You are welcome to the chemistry class. Today, we will look at the atom. Our previous class, we discussed extensively the ion. Today, we look at atom. We have to understand these fundamentals, the basics, so that as we are growing higher and higher, you follow up. These are the basics of chemistry, fundamentals of chemistry. There's no way you can run away from the fundamentals. If you want to be strong, you want to be higher in chemistry, the fundamental. So atom. The word atom, this atom came from the Greek word. It's a Greek word. And then the first person ever in the world to make use of this word atom is by name Democritus. Democritus. This is the man's name. He was the first person to make use of the word atomos. Atomos is the word from the Greek which translates to English atoms. And in the Greek, the meaning of atomos simply means indivisible. Something indivisible, something uncuttable, something you cannot destroy. Is what we call, that is the meaning of atom in the Greek language. Atomos. So that was the word. But the first person to discover this atom, the discovery of this atom was by an Englishman named John Dalton. Greek word atomos. It was not Democritus that discovered the atom. Democritus was the first person to make use of the atom word, saying that every matter in the world contains tiny particles. These tiny particles, the building block of this element or substances is the atom. And that is by the Greek idea about atomos, what means atom. But the John Dalton, an Englishman, was the one that now gave the theories of the atom. So he's called the father of chemistry because he was the person that now gave the atomic theories. That's why we have what we call John Dalton's atomic theories. Why do we call these names? We call these names to inspire you. They are human beings on the earth. They have lived their life and they have died. And their names still reverberate. Their names echoes in the world because of what they have done. You, an African, what have you done so that your name will be remembered in the science world? I call their names to challenge you because I told you in the last class that their cranial nerves, that is the nerves in their brain, are equal to the nerves of African man. So their names are challenging because they discovered. And we are also inspired to discover more from what they have done. So with what they have done, we're supposed to have more desire, more enthusiasm to discover more in Africa. I have told you about the person that named this atom from their word atomos. And I have told you that the first person, which we call the father of chemistry, John Dalton, moved further from that atomos to give the theories of atom. We are going to look at now these John Dalton's atomic theories. John Dalton's. One, according to John Dalton's atomic theory, he says that every element, every substance contains this smallest particle called atom. By definition, he said that atom is the smallest part of any element that can take part in chemical reaction, or the smallest part of an element that can ever exist and still retain the property of that element. That's according to the definition by John Dalton. So we are going to look at now the theories he gave about this atom. He said that every element in the world has the building block as the atom. So atom is the building unit of any element. John Dalton also said that this atom cannot be destroyed. According to John Dalton, atom cannot be destroyed. According to him, atom is indivisible. That is, atom is indivisible. John Dalton said again that atoms of elements are the same in all aspects and differ from atoms of other elements. What is he trying to say? He's saying that the atoms of chlorine, atoms of fluorine, atoms of sodium are the same any place you go, and they differ from atoms of other elements, so they differ from other elements. Atoms are the same in all aspects, but they differ from atoms of other elements. Atoms of the same element atoms of the same element are alike, and they differ from atoms of other elements. This is according to John Dalton theories. Number 4, he said that when these atoms combine, when atoms are combined with one another to form a compound, that they combine in simple whole number ratio. Atoms combine he said again that these atoms, the combination of atoms, 2 or more atoms, simply means chemical reaction. What constitutes the chemical reaction simply means the combination of 2 or more atoms. Combination? Okay, these are what John Dalton has told the world. But as science continued to grow, scientists discovered that most of these theories are not true. Science continued to grow from level to level, and more discoveries are made. Even John Dalton's atomic theory could not tell us more about ions. about electrolysis. So scientists delved into more exploration to understand more about this John Dalton's atomic theory, and most of them have been modified. So in the next class, we are going to look at the John Dalton's atomic theory modification by the scientists. As we keep on growing in the universe, every principle, every theory given by scientists is prone to more experimentation, is not conclusive. No theory has it all. We have to continue discoveries and then correct the mistakes of the past so that we can grow from level to level. So these theories that are giving us in 17th century, in 18th century, scientists, most of them cannot stand the test of time now. So likewise, the theories given by John Dalton, the scientists have modified most of them. So make sure you are present in the next class, because if you cut off, you are off. In the next class, we're going to have a look at the modification of John Dalton's atomic theory. In summary, I told you that the first person to make use of this name atom is from Greece. And that came from the Greek language, the Greek word atomos, which means atom in English. This person called Democritus was a boy of Socrates. Socrates, a great philosopher. So this Democritus learned from the Socrates, a great philosopher. So philosophers were the first people that began to talk more even about sciences. The scientists began to develop. So we continue to develop from level to level, as I told you. And make sure you to key in so that you will be able to say something against what they have told us in 17th, 15th, 16th centuries, so that in the world your name can be mentioned and remain immortalized. Thank you. Meet us in the next class. Make sure you comment in the comment section. Ask questions. Questions help me to give you more. Thanks.